Therapy army! That's me having ya! Big up Sajinda. I've been battling the rain and the traffic. Trust me, on the bike. Dangerous. Dark nights. Dark winter nights. Dark January nights. But hey, I could get used to this. Rainy nights. 3 points. I could get used to this. I remember routine. 3 points. With Fergie. I remember. I'm old enough to remember. Regular. Chop, 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 chop. Get the points on the board, people. Get the points on the board. Big up to everybody who's here, Therapy Abby. Last me having ya. Man United don't win 2 Tuesdays in a row by 3-0. I'm not used to this. I've still got PTSD from last season. Trust me. It's going to take some time to get used to this, people. It's going to take some time to get used to this. Big up to everybody. Big up all the regulars. I'm sorry I'm late. But big up to every one of you, man. Love and light, people. Love and light. But I'll take it. I will take it. I will take it. I will take it. 3 points. Not by any means the best performance. Donny's knee swelled up, man. Donny looked like really bad. So we pray that it's not too long because I thought he was just getting into the game. I don't think it was a great team performance. I'm already putting it out there. I don't know who's your man of the match, but for me, it was David De Gea. I thought Luke Shaw was close second, followed by Casemiro. But honestly, I couldn't. You know what? De Gea, the last save for me is world-class save. That's a world-class save. The last save David De Gea made was a world-class save, in my opinion. Let me know. He made 3 saves in a minute or a minute and a half. It was unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. So, shout out David De Gea. But shout out Luke Shaw. I thought Luke Shaw played well. It's between Luke Shaw and David De Gea for me. Who's man of the match? So 3 points, but honestly, I can get used to it. Tell me, guys, how did you see it? How did you see the game? How did you see it, guys? How did you see this game tonight? Big up to all the regulars, man. Big up Windy. Windy's saying, I think the Saudi Arabian tourism pulled out of the shirt deal. That means the Middle Eastern state is involved. Okay, we're talking about this, but big up Khalees, big up Logan. Big up everybody, man. Big up Alicia Sincanova. Big up everybody. We're here. Hit the like button. There you go. Whoever's here, hit the like button. There we go. Big up Windy, man. Big up the community members, man. Big up all the community. Casemiro, bloody hell. He could have got this guy 5 years ago. What? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Shut up. Sit down. So if I'm about to say me acid tonight, eh? Apparently they peppered, but Newcastle looked like they grew into the game, innit? That's what I'm hearing. My cousin was an Arsenal fan, texted me. He said, Newcastle, in that first 20 minutes, we had them. So, yeah, man, here he comes saying me acid, but big up to everybody. Let me just get the quotes from Eric Ten Hag as well, because honestly, I don't know what game you thought, guys, but it was, we'll come to the ownership in a minute, Windy. Let me just start some of these things because I want to come on to the show about that. Big up Natalie as well. Martial should have scored that goal. The ball Casemiro sent, 100%. That was a brilliant header. He was unlucky. He played a lot better. I absolutely digged him out on the weekend. I thought it was worst performance in a night shirt. But tonight, he held up the ball. He made some good movement. But obviously, he's been wrapped up. I don't know what happened to him. So we'll have to have a look. But Sami Asi's here. Sami Asi, talk to me. What's going on, Sami Asi? Sami Asi says, how much of my super chat did you... Shout out Sami Asi, man. Honestly. Shout out Sami Asi. Sami Asi says, how much of my super chat did you use to bribe the ref at the Newcastle match? We dominated them. No other team has dominated Newcastle like us. Sami Asi's always got that silver lining, people. There's already 70 of you in here. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Become part of the community, people. Let the people know about this channel, man. The only channel that, me and Saeed's channel, the only 2 channels that really interact really heavily interact with every show that we do, heavily interact with the community. So big up. Honestly, I'm just the person who's in charge. That's it, in charge of the channel, but from this side, but it's your channel, people. Honestly, it's your channel. But big up, say me assi. No smoke tonight and no cigar. Hey, Man United, say me assi, are joint third. We're only fourth on goal difference. And to be fair, the goal difference is a lot. We're 7 and they're 21 Newcastle. So it shows you, hey? It shows you. Guys, can anybody please remind me who we lost to this season? I remember we lost to City. I'm never going to forget that game. Oh, Brighton. We lost to Brighton, then Brentford, then City, then Villa. Yeah, 4 games we've lost. Yeah, 4 games we've lost. It is what it is. There you go, Claire, getting it in there. Saying in the house tonight. There you go. Shaw was brilliant. Casemiro, excellent again. However, we should have controlled the game better. Maguire was shit. To me, to you, to me, to you. If you know the reference, you know the reference, yeah. Big up Sajinda, brother. Not seen you in a while. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year to all of you guys I've not seen in a while. Arun Bande, let me know if you want to jump on, bro. I want to hear your take from it. Did you go to the game tonight? Or did you watch it on the telly? On the dodgy site, eh? Did you watch it on Ronaldo 8-8 or whatever it is on there? But big up, he says, he gave a corner away. Got bodied by a small guy. Lindelof was also dodgy. Yeah, you know what I think? I think Maguire has an effect on everybody in the team. But big up Chief United Real Therapy reporter Khalees Ramadine Lafsi. He said, Ten Hag, there were big spaces when we went 2-up. Sometimes we have to keep the ball and recognize that we've got to go for the goal. That's the next step. It's always good to win 3-0. Tonight then continues. Tonight it was a great performance from the crowd with opportunities on both goals to win 3-0. It was a great performance for the crowd with opportunities at both goals. To win 3-0 is always good. Yeah, I'll take it. Big up, man. Big up. Happy New Year to you all. No protests tonight. I didn't get to any protests. I got the match late. I had to sort stuff out for the Cats. I got to the game late, actually. It already kicked off by 1 minute or 2 minutes by the time I took my seat. Big up Nuruddin. He says, big up Michael Lindsay. He says, New Year, all the best for 23. United looking good. Great start to the new year. Feeling more confident. Yeah. Listen, rivals will say you've beaten Wolves, who are on the bottom 3. You've beaten Bournemouth and Crystal Palace, who are also, sorry, Bournemouth, not Crystal Palace. Hey, Eagle Eye Football will come for me. We've beaten Wolves, who are in the bottom 3. Nottingham Forest, who are in the bottom 3. And we've beaten Bournemouth, who are in the bottom 3 or thereabouts tonight. So 2 teams that can get relegated and 1 team that's struggling at the bottom of the table. But you know what? Under Jose, under Oli, we would have struggled, mate. I'm telling you now, these games could have been a draw. These games could have been a draw. But yeah, it is what it is. Ten Hag then continues. We have to go from game to game. The next cup, it's the cup one, but we want to win every game. That has to be the approach. Ten Hag, we don't look too further to focus on that. Will be a tough game. We need every energy in preparation when we kick off on Friday night. Yeah, you know what? A lot of players look tired tonight. I'm not gonna get it twisted. Honestly, a lot of players look tired tonight. I'm not gonna lie. Rashford looked tired tonight. Garnacho, when he came on, looked tired. There was times where he wasn't getting his man. And Garnacho, I love him to bits. You know what I mean? Viva Garnacho, Viva Garnacho. Run it down the wing, make it I to sing. Viva Garnacho. Listen, I love Garnacho, but he needs to learn. He needs to learn to basically get back in position. You're either passing out the passing lane or you're getting him back in behind the ball, and he wasn't doing that. And we got caught on the right hand side, like Eric Ten Hag was saying. We got caught about 3 or 4 times after it was 2-0. And De Gea, if I'm not mistaken, guys, you watched it on TV. But he made, in a minute and a half, he made 3 fantastic saves, and they missed a sitter as well. And then the last save was a world-class save. For me, he's my man of the match. But him and Luke Shaw are like this. But big up United. Let's go, people. Let's go. Here we go. Shisha Pipe FC. Nuruddin, what are you eating for tea? Oh, I've got a pizza. You know, my next door neighbor got me a pizza because she knows when I come back from football, I'm always hungry. So shout out to her, man. Shout out. Shisha on the go. That's it. He's got not a penny more. There we go. Bottle job tendency's gone. Woohoo! Nah. They're not gone yet. They're not gone. We've got to revenge that derby, man. We've got to revenge that derby. There's over 100 of you in here. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Now, I'm not moaning tonight. I'm not moaning because you know what? It wasn't a great performance, but obviously we played with our makeshift defense. That's like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's defense. That's what we played with. And of course, we're going to be shaky. But David De Gea pulled out some fantastic saves tonight. Two of them, especially, I thought were brilliant saves. Two of them. One from the first header, I think, and the second one when the guy everybody thought he scored. You see Luke Shaw doing this like he thought we conceded and we lost the clean sheet. But nah, I'm not going to moan tonight. Big up Rio Matt, by the way, as well. Hold tight, Arsenal, man. Hold tight, Arsenal. You know what? I would have preferred them to have won because we could have been above. We could have gone into third tonight. But even Arsenal, look, Sammy Assi is denying us, man. And how we scored goal, we should have scored more. We could have conceded, but great saves from De Gea. I'm not happy with that. And it's something we have to avoid. Well, that's what happens when you play second string defense in it. That's what happens in it when you play the subs. Gunnar Swindler, FC. Big up Ten Hag carrying on. Van der Beek is an injury, not looking good, but we have to wait. Yeah, because he's swollen. I could see how much he's swelled up. So we're gonna have to see how that goes. Ten Hag goes. I'm happy with a 3, but obviously it's quite clear today was not our best game. We didn't play smart as a team, and sometimes we were lucky. There you go. Yeah, I'll take the luck though. I'll take it because last season we were absolutely getting battered. You know what, Chuckle brother, to me, to you, at the back there. But I don't think Lindelof is as bad as Maguire. Honestly, Maguire. Listen, I gotta say, big up to everybody at Old Trafford because anytime he did the basics, everybody's clapping, getting up, try to get him confidence because we're gonna need him, people. We're gonna need him. We're gonna need him. As long as he's a Man United player, we have to get behind him. Honestly. Breaking news: Casemiro arrested for stealing balls for a living. Big up PJ, man. Big up for the super chat. Big up. Hold tight, PJ. Big up, man. Oh man, I love that. Big up, man. That's a brilliant, probably one of the comments of the night, that is. Big up, PJ, man. Thanks for the super chat, bro. Here we go. Martial, Van der Beek, Anthony injured. Can't get too good. 100%. How bad is Anthony Martial's injury? How bad is he? He went straight down the tunnel. But how bad is he? I really like Martial, but the nerves can't take it anymore. 100% windy. 100%. Maguire makes me scared. Of course he does. So sad for Donny. His knee's definitely injured. Knee ligament damage. I think, you know what? I actually don't think that. I think it was an impact. What I love about Donny, he went in for it. I think it's an impact. I think hopefully when the bruising goes down and the bruising goes down and the swelling goes down, I think it was an impact injury if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. It could have fell or twisted it some way. Ten Hag, his team has been doing wonders with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, he looked all right. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, he looked good. But when Diego Dalot came on, he's just going into 3-4 different positions and it's so natural. He knows the system. He knows it because he's had the pre-season and that system is proper into his head. But I was so happy to see him come on. And, you know, any other night, maybe he could have had a goal as well. I mean, keeper made a great save and then he had one block, didn't he? So it is what it is. Big up Logan. Phil Macarena says on the menu, I want to be careful with what I'm saying here. What is he saying? What is he saying, Logan? Tell us. What is he saying? Don't tease me like that, lad. What is he saying? Martial isn't doing enough. I thought he held up the ball a lot better tonight. He held up the ball a lot better. I'm not going to lie to you. He held up the ball a lot better. Listen, guys, who want to jump on? Any of you want to jump on? Give me your match reaction. Let me send you the link. If any of you guys want to jump on. Aaron Pandy, if you want to jump on. Logan. You don't have to show your face, Logan. Khalees, if you want to jump on, you don't have to show your face. That's disgraceful, that. 30, are you kidding me? Not even 40 likes. And there's 130 of you in here. Come on, people. Yeah, honestly, big up. Big up, people, man. Big up. If any of you want to jump on, jump on. I want to hear from, but you got to be able to show your face. Unless if you're Logan, if you are Khalees, you don't have to show your face. Arun Pandey, if you're still here, show your face, man. Let's see you, man. Logan, stop teasing me. See, Logan's doing it on purpose. What would you say if we sign another Casemiro player giving such a performance? That would be amazing. What would you say if we signed another Casemiro player? Yeah, it'd be amazing. Go and get Casido because he can give him a help. I didn't think Eriksen was all that tonight. Obviously, he set up a goal. But honestly, people sat around me. I was like, guys. I was telling them, I was like, guys, they're crap from set pieces and corners. We're going to score this, hopefully. And I said Casemiro, no word of a lie. Shout out Bill. I told Bill, who's next to me, and an American brother who was on the right-hand side of me, I said, we're going to have to score this goal. And then we got it, and I was relaxed. But here we go. You know what? He's got a few contacts in it. He works in the financial part of the world. Irish brother, Phil Macachains, yeah? Beckham, Qatari were showing interest in United, but they are not alone. Okay. Beckham, from what I'm being told, is acting as an intermediary. Okay. Okay, we'll see in it. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes, man. Get the likes up, people, man. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Get your likes up, mate. Who would have thought, man? Who would have thought from what happened yesterday, what happened last season, the PTSD that we've got? Man United are third on goal difference. We are third on goal difference. You know what I mean? No, sorry. We are fourth. We're only fourth by goal difference. You know what I mean? We're only fourth by goal difference. And 5 points clear of Spurs. We play the same games as them now. And yeah, same games as Liverpool. Chelsea's still down there, man. I don't know how many points we're clear of Chelsea, but it looks like almost 10 points in it. We're 10 points ahead of Chelsea. But you know what? It's long to go, people. It's only 17 games gone. Only 17 games gone. So a lot more points, a lot more twists and turns, a lot more to be played for. And that's how it is, people. Hey, Nuruddin, big up, man. Yes, brother. Was that you I just saw outside Old Trafford? If that's you, shout out, man. Big up Stu, man. I just saw him outside Old Trafford. Yeah, man. Yeah, people, if you want to call in and say what you thought about the game tonight, call in. Let's have a call-in show. Why not? Why not, people? Let's have a call-in show, man. Let's be having you for the PR, man. Oh, Bumbaye didn't watch the game. He plays football tonight. Tuesday nights, he plays five-a-side. He didn't watch the game. He didn't watch the game. Yeah, I don't know how bad the injury is. Khalees, have you got any... Khalees, can you please find me any quotes about the injury to Anthony, the Brazilian Anthony? Show me, please. Let me know how bad the injury is, what he's saying. Big up to everybody, but I want to just go to these chats that were interesting. I think Saudi Arabia tourism pulled out of the shirt deal. That means another Middle Eastern state's involved. Yeah, from what Phil Malachi is saying, there is the Qataris, but they're not the only ones apparently. And Beckham is acting as an intermediary, so we'll see. What do I think about Andrew Tate? I think he's overhyped. I'm not going to lie to you. I think the way he talks about women is quite disturbing and disgusting, if you ask me. I know he does that to try to be controversial, but nah, he got bodied by Gretna, innit? He got bodied by her. He got absolutely destroyed on Twitter. And it is what it is, man. Yeah, that's the type of people, innit? Personality type. You know, I've got nothing against him because I don't know him personally, but his persona is just a bit vulgar for my liking. It's a bit too vulgar. Does anybody know? I'm not Donny FC, but he did a great job tonight, especially shielding the central midfield. He prevented many turnovers, and the game opened for Bournemouth when Bruno was losing the ball centrally. Yeah, 100%. Our forward line is in trouble. If Martial, Sancho, and Anthony are going to be out, we don't sign a forward, then what? And then we're not doing anything this season, Windy. We're not going to be doing anything. This is probably one of the best analysis. If Anthony's on a long term out, if Martial is a long term out, and if Donny's on a long term out, what we're gonna do? Play a youngster, Garnacho, who looked shattered tonight. I'm not gonna lie to you. He looked shattered tonight. He looked super tired tonight. You know, and he only came on for a half, and he looked tired. He absolutely looked gassed, and he wasn't getting back in position, whether to close off the passing lanes, you know, get into the way of the passing lanes, or to get back and help out Luke Shaw. That's why they were exploiting us. Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely. Anthony, he's just injured. Big up Khalisma Medina, chief reporter, United Real Therapy. That's what he's saying. Well, he didn't look that injured. I don't know what's going on. You know, do you think maybe this is Ten Hag playing ball with the Glazers, saying, look, I've got 3 of them out and you want us to be successful this season? Do you think there's a bit of gamesmanship from Ten Hag? Managers do that sometimes. Go, oh, listen, we've got a lot of injuries. We need to get the money to go and get whoever we need to get. Somebody, one forward or 2 forward. Yeah. That's what I'm saying to you. In exploiting people, yeah. Okay, yeah. Listen, don't, because these people might say 1 or 2 things you agree with. Don't get stuck in with this. Yeah, no, I don't agree. I'm never going to like anybody who dehumanizes other human beings, whether they be women, whether they be the LGBTQ+, whether they be anybody of different skin color, ethnic, cultural background, whatever it is. Anybody dehumanizing human beings, dehumanizing people, man. I'm not with that. I'm definitely not with that. Bruno passes in the first half were terrible. Listen, it was not a great performance. We looked really tired. I'm not gonna lie. We look tired tonight. We really. I saw the Fred the Red. Yeah, I saw him at the end. There we go. Look, Logan says, this is from Phil Malachi. He says, on the sale, not January doesn't happen that fast, but I think April, March, I think United have a legitimate offers on the table, legitimate interested in parties. We'll see, man. We'll see. I do trust him. I trust Phil Malachi's. I trust him more than I trust Fabrizio Romano or David Ornstein. I don't trust these guys. I don't trust them. Because this is not signing. He's more involved in the financial, and he lives in the US. So I'm more interested about what it is. Yeah, Anthony's injured apparently. Well, to be fair, the way he played, the way he played against Forest, he might as well be injured. I know second half he improved. I'm not gonna lie. Second half he was a lot better against Wolverhampton. But I'll take it. Like I said to you, I'll take the 9 points, people. And we move on. We move on to Friday. We just need to powers of recovery now, innit? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah. 2 days. 2 days on this FA Cup. Oh, and they got battered tonight, so they're gonna come fighting at Old Trafford. I'm not gonna lie, Everton. They're gonna come try to fight. This admin, wow, Everton fans, close your eyes. What happened? Wow, the admin is moving mad. I have to show your face, man. I have to see your face properly. Abdullah Ibrahim, I want to see your face properly, bro. Can I see your face properly? Yeah, man. Talk to me. What did you think of the game tonight?
It was all right.
Yeah? Where are you calling from, bro? Where are you calling from? London. Yeah, it was 3 points, innit? 3 points, man. 3 points. It is what it is, innit?
Yeah, it was a comfortable performance.
Comfortable performance, and we're having it. Who was your man of the match in your view?
Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw. Did you not see the De Gea saves?
Yeah.
The world-class save at the end.
Close.
Was world-class.
It was close between De Gea and Luke Shaw. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we move on, innit? We move on to the next game, innit? Is Everton on Wednesday. Sorry, on Friday. Listen, make sure you sort out your fire alarm, you know. Fire alarm save lives, man. Make sure you change the battery. I can hear it in the background.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Big up Abdullah Ibrahim. What else you got to say, man? What What else you got to say? You enjoying Ten Hag's Red Army? Yeah? You enjoying the Ten Hag football on the whole?
I'm sorry, the sound's a bit like it's echoing.
Is it my sound?
No, it's mine and yours as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But thank you, man. Big up.
Yeah,
Thanks
it's all right.
for calling the
It's all right.
game,
Big up,
definitely,
big
yeah?
up.
Calling the game, man. Big up. Big up. Abdullahi Ibrahim, man. Big up to my little brother there. Big up. Too much generalization, modern male not being proper men. Yeah. Listen, it's horrible, man. He's horrible. Honestly, he's horrible, man. I'm not, like I said, I don't know the guy. I got nothing against him. But yeah, like, the track, yeah, I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. Listen, me and Irfan sorting out the new channel, and we'll be discussing the likes of Andrew Tate and Piers Morgan and any of these Muppets, yeah? We'll be discussing them in length, so we'll give you our points of view. But big up to every one of you. Big up to every one of you people, man. Let's get into it, people. Let's get into it. Let's get into the player ratings, man. Let's go. De Gea for me, 8. De Gea gets an 8 from me. What does he get from you guys? De Gea gets 8 from me. What does he get from you guys? What does De Gea get from? What does he get? What does De Gea get? De Gea gets he gets from me 100%. He gets an 8 from me. That's what he gets. De Gea. Well, what does he get? A 9. Okay, yeah, I can see that. A 9. Natalie, a 9. Okay. 9, an 8. Gets an 8 from me. Big up, Claire. Only 65 likes. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Irfan's gonna jump on in a minute. Irfan's gonna jump on. Yeah, Shaw man of the match. That's what somebody's saying. Logan. Oh, Logan thinks De Gea only 7.5. He made 4 fantastics. Well, I think 2 world-class saves he made. So he gets an 8 from me, but it's all about opinion, isn't it? De Gea 8.5. Just his saves, but also his distribution. Yeah, his distribution was good tonight. It was really good. De Gea gets a 9 from me. Big up Agostino. 8. All right, Juan Bissaka. What does Juan Bissaka get from you tonight? Yeah, he gets a 6.5 from me tonight. He gets a 6.5. 6 being average, 6.5. He did all right. So yeah, I'll give Juan Bissaka 6.5. I cannot rate anyone that has watched the Alice watch along, but Alice gets 10 every time. Yeah. Big up. Yeah, Juan Bissaka 6.5. Yeah, 6.5. So, wow, you think he's got 7, Natalie? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, man, we wait. Big up, Mr. Man. Yeah. We'll wait for the other channel, and I promise you, we'll discuss everything. Aaron Bissaka 7. Wow, some people are giving him a 7. Okay, fair play. Harry Maguire. What are you giving Harry Maguire? What is that? Is that De Gea or is that Juan Bissaka or Harry Maguire? What are you giving Harry Maguire, people? Harry Maguire gets a 5. 6 from Logan. 5. I'm going to give him a 6. Yeah. Oh, okay. Stu wants to give him a 7. Fair play, Stu. I'm going to give him. I thought they were average. And I thought that they could have cost us goals, both of them, tonight. 5 from Manjero. Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year. It's just me. Big up 43. Happy New Year. You need to. No, I've given him. Trust me. Go and check out in the Straight Jacket podcast. And I've said it on here as well. It's been fantastic, but at times, people, he's a bit too slow. But 5 years ago, Casemiro would be incredible for this team. But tonight, fantastic goal, settled us down. You know what I mean? So it was brilliant. I'm so happy for him. You know what I mean? When I talked about Casemiro, I talked about it as the whole package, and it was more of a nuanced conversation. If any of you are going to be fair to me, I talked about his age, and I talked about how much money he costs and the length of the contracts. You know, that's what I was talking about, and I gave the point of view at the beginning of the season. But I've been giving him. I'm fair, me. I'm genuinely fair. I try not to have too many agendas. I know that as fans, we all got agendas in some way with certain players, but I try not to have too many agendas. For me, my only agenda is that I love Rashford because Rashford had a broken, busted up ankle, a chipped shoulder that was busted, and a bone in the back was broken. So for me, I'm always going to give him 5.9, 5.9 to give him Maguire. Lindelof, what are you giving Lindelof? Nuruddin, book up, Nuruddin, bring up that Casemiro clip I sent you. Yeah. I might do that. Logan sent me clip me up. This is me on the Straight Jacket podcast on Saturday TV. Let's see if I can get myself up. Let's see if we can do it. Yes, sir. How you doing? Listen, let's do this first. So Lindelof a 6. Lindelof 6 for me. He gets a 6, 5.9. A 4 from Lindelof. Or was that from Maguire? Big up. Clayton, 5 FC. Yeah, man, it's not 5 FC anymore. We're winning even when we're playing not great. And Gerald, did you see him get the ball before the striker still loose the ball and got spun? Maguire is listen, it is what it is. So how much are we giving Lindelof? How much are we giving Lindelof tonight? We're gonna come to Shaw in a minute.
5.5.
Okay, Maguire, to me, he got a 6 from me. I tried to the average.
5.5.
Okay, both of them get 5.5 from me.
Yeah, just below average.
Yeah, Shaw gets 8.5 from me.
Yeah, he gets 8.5. He was our best player. He was our best player.
Yeah.
He was. Okay. And like you said, he's playing for the contract. So, he's going to be best player for a few weeks now because he's playing for the contract, like you said.
Yeah. 5.9 for Lindelof. Lindelof says a steady 6. Okay, yeah. I said I'll give him a 6, but some people are a bit harsh on the chat.
Yeah, no, can give him. I don't mind giving him a 6.
Lindelof a 6, yeah.
I don't mind. Like I said, I don't think the defense looked particularly great today, but we had a sort of easy-ish game to a degree.
No, yeah. Irfan, listen, go ahead. Actually, give me your match review. We'll come back to the. Let's just finish this up. Moving into midfield, Casemiro.
Sure gets 8.5. Casemiro is my second favorite player today.
Not De Gea.
Yeah, obviously those saves were pretty special. I won't lie, they were pretty special. Those saves, It was weird.
In a minute and a half, he made 3.
Yeah, no, I know it's crazy. Considering he had nothing to do. Considering he had nothing to do first half and second half, you can't undervalue what he did. He was quite special. Yeah.
There you go. Irfan gets it instant 11.
Well, I wanted 12. I need more than 11. Give me 12, please. Yeah.
Shaw gets a 9 from Jarvis. Casemiro, I'm going to give him a 7.5. I thought
Casemiro gets 8 from me. He gets 8. Yeah.
7.5 from me because second half, he actually played us more as a centre half on the corners and free kicks. He was the last man back.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, he was everywhere again tonight. But for me, I just thought second half, I didn't see him in the game. I didn't see him in the game too much. We got attacked down the right and to the left hand side, and I didn't see him there because he was on the right hand side. Bruno gets a 6.5 from me tonight. Bruno gets a 6.5 from me.
What's the saying? Nuruddin, God loves a trier. Yeah. I'll put Bruno. God loves a trier. I'll put him that today. Yeah.
You know what? I'll give him a 6.5 because he got an assist. Casemiro scored, so he gets an 8. Yeah, fair play. He gets an 8. Casemiro because he scored. 8.9. Okay. Okay. Bruno 7. No, 6.5.
No, Bruno's a 6.5.
It was average.
Quality's not there. Bruno's quality's not there. Not there at the moment.
Donny van de Beek was similar, actually. Even been slightly better before he got injured. I think 6.5 Donny van de Beek gets as well.
Yeah, 6.5 again, yeah.
Ericsson also gets a 6.5 from me.
He wasn't involved in the game much at all, Nuruddin.
He wasn't great. And at times, him and Garnacho got bypassed. They weren't cutting out the play and they weren't behind the ball, so they weren't doing that great. Rashford gets a 6.5 from me. I thought he looked tired tonight. He looked tired tonight, but he scored obviously, so he gets a 6.5.
Yep.
Donny gets a 6.5.
Yep.
Bruno 6.5.
Martial,
he gets a 6.5 tonight. Well,
6.5 as well. Yeah, just a little bit better than average. Yeah.
Yeah. He held up the ball 6.5. He had should have scored that header. Should have scored that header. And then Garnacho, when he came on, I'm going to give him a 6.5. He was tired though, and he was really bad. No, actually, I'm going to give him a 6. I'm going to give him.
I'm going to give him a 7. Nuruddin. I like him when he comes on. I just think he's a game changer when he comes on.
Defensively, he was terrible. A lot of those chances that we faced, it was because of him.
Okay, fair enough. I just think that we change when he comes on. I just like the fact I like to see him running. I just see him running that play, so I like it. I like what he does. He opens the game up for me a lot more. Yeah.
So 6.5 for Donny, Bruno 6. Yeah, we'll go Martial 6.5, but 6 from Natalie, 6.2 Rashford, Garnacho 6.
And then we got the subs. Yep. Anybody else is there?
Yeah, we bought on when he came on. I thought Diego Dalot was a 7 for me because
he was. That shot was a lovely. We almost scored with that shot. It was a good shot.
Yeah.
He looked confident. He looked confident
because he knows the system and he's known the system since the first day of pre-season.
Yeah, he does.
Wan-Bissaka's not had a pre-season, and he's had a pre-season. He knows the system. He knows the system in detail.
Yeah.
Well, 6.5 for
Dalot gets a 7 from me. Yeah.
Yes. So Licha when he came on, Lissandro, I'll give him a 6.5 because he got a brilliant standing ovation. I thought that he got brilliant standing, and Elanga tried 6.5 for me as well.
6 for him and 6 for Fred as well.
Yeah, 6 for Fred as well. Yeah, just average.
Average.
Yeah, average. But it is what it is. Give me your take for the game, bro. Talk to me. I want to hear how you saw the game.
I don't think we played particularly well, but because we're in good form to a degree, we're sort of playing on confidence. So I wouldn't say it was a great performance, but I'd say the confidence is there. So the sort of what the vibe I got from the team was we're going to win. It don't matter, how we're going to win or what time we're going to win. We're just going to win. What time in the game we're going to win. It was quite patient. Nothing really happened in the first half. The game opened up in the second half. We scored a nice goal, and then we scored early in the second half, which was I like the second goal. I thought was a great goal. And then basically, I just noticed that we're a little bit. So we get into coast mode. We start coasting, and they're not a very good team at all, and they're a team that's sort of like they lack it. They're a bit insecure. They are as a team. They're not sure, and we made them look a lot better than they are. By certain bits, by coasting. So I don't know. I mean, my worry is that okay, we won this 3-0 and everything looks rosy, but I watched a little bit of the Arsenal and Newcastle game, and I was thinking, wow, that was such an intense game. That was. I was like, wow, what are we going to do? Because our next 2 games are Arsenal and City. We're going to have to. We can't play games like we played today against them. So if we don't raise our level, we're going to get battered. So I don't want people to come next game, league game, and go, oh, we're on good form. How do we get battered? Because this game is a sort of one of those games where you might get giddy, but it wasn't a particularly brilliant performance. It wasn't a deadly performance because you're always thinking, why don't United beat these teams 4-5-0? But we don't have that in us. We just sort of we coast along. We're a coasting team. We're not a brutal team. Like we get in great positions, but you never see that pass to open up the team. You only see it. We saw it a couple of times a day, but we have so many opportunities to open them up, and we just never make the right decision. So we get in good spaces, but we don't quite have the pass and that devastating, what I call final push that the top teams have, where they'll just finish you off and make this. The top teams have made this a 4-5-0 easily. So I don't want to be too negative, but I'm a little bit worried that if we start coasting, we're going to get beat by good teams. So that's my only problem. Hang on, you're muted, Nuruddin.
Yeah, big up, fan, brilliant analysis. How much we giving Eric Ten Hag? You know
I tell you the truth. When I saw that team, I was like, so what's going on here? Maguire
he has to play them in case we get injuries. He has to play them.
So wait a second. So what was it with Varane?
Well, he has to give him a rest in it. He's just been to the World Cup. He's played 2 games in a row.
Yeah,
and then he has to give him a rest because
it was sort of squad management and squad rotation. Is that what was going on?
In the games we've got coming up.
Yeah, true. Fair enough. Look. Maybe it was good management because maybe that was a good game to put those two on again. You know, our second pair back two. You know, our centre half. Maybe that was smart. So maybe it was good squad rotation. And I think he'll be happy because
I think we can only have done it against this team, though. I think we can only have done it. We can only have done it against
Bournemouth. Yeah. So look, the more we analyze Ten Hag, the more we realize he knows what he's doing. He's not an idiot. He really does know what he's doing. So I'm going to praise him because I didn't like the lineup, but I'm sort of glad he did it. I'm glad Anthony wasn't playing, and I'm sort of glad that he gave Donny a chance.
He's injured. So Donny got injured. Martial is also injured apparently. Crazy.
I didn't see. I missed the Martial injury. I didn't see what happened there. I don't know what happened.
Nobody knows really. He just walked down the tunnel. Big up, Tom.
Oh, Tom's here.
Reaction, Tom. Give me your match reaction, man. What did you think about this game?
I mean, like both of you have probably already said, you see a lot of the top teams and everything. They deconstruct teams like Bournemouth far easier than we do anyway. Far easier. It doesn't take them as long as it does to get the passing sorted out, get the pressing style going, get actually people in the right positions and the movement where people can be picked up into spaces, people can make runs in behind and stuff. It doesn't take top teams hard to figure out a lot of teams. In particular, you see when you can play between the lines, and Manchester United don't have that consistency to play balls in behind. They don't have a number 9 who can do the running in behind. They don't have that modern day hold-up player, if you like. We just don't have it, unfortunately. And at the end of the day, that's the thing that is lacking, and that's the thing that if we don't get top 4, that's the one thing that everybody's going to blame it on. We ain't going to blame it on Erik ten Hag. We ain't going to blame it on this squad because a lot of this squad's playing decently at the moment and have had pretty much brilliant and good seasons up to now. The only thing that you can blame it on is the hierarchy for not investing in January when they have the chance to. You've moved, I think we've moved, 5 points away now? I said before in the preview show, I thought this was the biggest game of the season because it will show if those tendencies to bottle it when you can have that lead there and you can have that bit of a breather, but don't be breathing too hard because suddenly you're going to be back on the gas again in 3 days' time.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be back on the jelly when you've got to play Manchester City. They're going to come for you, Manchester City, because they need results at the moment. They haven't been performing well. And Pep Guardiola knows this, and he's going to be very intense with his squad and his team. And I think ultimately, the Arsenal game in particular will show a lot of these players up. And what I mean by that is they're the only team, apart from Newcastle today, but we are the only team that have beaten them. And that will bug them, that will hurt them. Because they will know that if Man United got that kryptonite against us, has Rashford's brilliant goal scoring, can it affect us? Casemiro praying through the lines and everything. Will that affect us now? Now that he's on strong and he's on form? Because at the start of the season, he wasn't really getting the game time because he wasn't fitness and he didn't have a lot of time to adapt to the squad. Now he's adapted. So there's a lot of ifs, buts, or maybes. But even with the game today, like first goal, Eriksen, I mean, megalodon pass, wasn't it? Let's be honest. And we you got Rich on from Eagle Eye, big up to him anyway. He constructed it brilliantly with what he said. The way you beat Bournemouth, set pieces. They cannot defend set pieces to save their life. And we did it again. Another brilliantly well-worked set-piece goal. We don't score enough from set pieces anyway. But it's nice to see the Burnley game was a nice touch. Tonight, again, nice touch. You see the Luke Shaw goal, the way we constructed it. Didn't panic when we thought the chance had gone. Luke Shaw makes a brilliant run into the box. Almost like a sudden number 9 should do for us. That we don't have. That sort of run. Tap the ball in the box, bang, 2-0. Then obviously, Garnacho, unlucky not to have probably scored. But I think a lot of these players that we've written off, I wouldn't say completely trusting them, but there is some adaptabilities there. And what I mean by that is you have such as David De Gea, who we all know his best attributes is shot stopping, but he's got a pass in him now. You can see that he's had some work done to him. in the like of that, you can see Marcus Rashford's had brilliant coaching and brilliant instructions with him. And this will bring enthusiasm throughout the team where if you can see one player's improving. A lot of people writ off Wan-Bissaka, I'll be honest. I put him on the market, I put him on, free transfer, just terminate his contract and let him go for free. Yeah. I didn't think there was a road back for players like that. But listen, they're putting in the work in. It's good to see. Get the 3 points. We didn't bottle it, even with Lindelof and Harry Maguire at the back, did we? But at the end of the day, mate. We see it though. We see it. It's still there. They're not going to change. You can't change that in a player. Not even with the bestest of coaching in the world. A player has to adapt their style. A coach can't do that for you.
Exactly. Big up, Tom.
Well said, Tom.
100% summed it up. For me, I was in the stadium, so I didn't get to see any of the Arsenal game, but I was hearing on the radio on the way to the game that Newcastle should have been at least 2 down in the first 10 minutes.
I don't know about that, Nuruddin. I was watching. I watched the first 15 minutes. I watched it.
About 7 shots on target in the first 17 minutes.
No, what it is Arsenal have got that thing where I think they obviously got this from what's he called? Guardiola, the old City of old, where the first 10 minutes they really go for you big time, like so intense. You're like, wow, and it was like like hand on your throat kind of thing. That's the way they played. But I saw that Newcastle was sort of like thinking shit because like obviously for a team like Newcastle, they're asking themselves, hey. Are we top level players or what? Because we seem to be there, but are we really? That self-belief thing. So they got tested, but they managed to ride it out. A little bit lucky in places because the ball didn't really quite run. When I watch Arsenal, sometimes in teams on good form, the ball just seems to drop in the right places. Bang.
Yeah.
Here the ball didn't run for them at all. So they got into positions, but there was no openings. There was nothing like a clear shot. Someone had shot or scored, or someone even should have made the keeper. It was none of that. And then Newcastle grew in the game. After about 20 minutes, you could see Newcastle held their own, and it was backwards and forwards. I mean, there's a lot of yellow cards in the game, but I noticed it was a bit of a stalemate quite quickly. That was the quietest any team has made Arsenal play probably in the last 10, 12 games, 10 games I could think of. And it was they did very well. Eddie Howe was super happy with his team. Super happy. Because I watched in the half. I watched half an hour of that match at least in the break.
One thing though that I think Ten Hag and his coaching staff will look at with that Arsenal team will be, you can run at Saliba, you can run at Ben White, you can run at any of that back line.
Yeah,
and Gabriel. And if you get a yard, you can take them for the absolute wind. You have someone like a Garnacho, a Rashford, when they've got that confidence and they've got that fire in the belly, and we know that they've got that enthusiasm to get past their players now, they can easily take any of that back line. And I don't just want to say it for the same thing goes for Arsenal. They can probably take some of our back line as well. But the way in such as the Newcastle game, Newcastle lacked that creativity where they couldn't thread the ball through the midfield. And if I'm being honest, any Newcastle fan out there, if you want to go and get somebody, go and get James Maddison. Trust me, because he can thread those balls right through that heart of that attack, and you can thread them through for Isak when he comes back, when he makes them starting runs. You can do it for a Callum Wilson.
The thing is, though, Tom, it's say that.
Let me just get this. Big up Chris Sally says, in my opinion, we should get top 4 if we get 4 points out of City and Arsenal. I agree with you. To me,
wow, 4 points. Well, I don't know about that. I was going to say to Tom, it's like you say that.
What I'm saying with this point, Evan, I believe if we get that, I think we could finish top 4. Because
you really think we can get 4 points out of those 2 games?
Those 2 games are season defining.
It's crazy
defining games for me.
I'll be amazed if we get 4 points. I'll be amazed if we get 2 points out of those games.
Because it will have shown them we would have played them twice already. So
I don't know, Nuruddin. I don't know. I'm just going to get back to Tom's point. Like you said about.
No, I'm not. You've not let me finish, bro. I have not said we're going to get it. I said if we get that, then for me, because they're 2 of the games who are season-defining games.
They are.
We could finish. Guys, it's 150 of you in here. Please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel.
No, I hear you. You're right, Nuruddin. You're right. But I just want to get back to Tom's point about running at Saliba and Gabriel, etc., and Ben White. I hear you, but The problem is like their press and their energy going forward doesn't allow you even to get to them. You've got to handle a lot of pressure off the ball when they're coming at you constantly. Yeah, I mean, it's constant. It doesn't let up. Honestly, it doesn't let up. They're so young and dynamic, that team, that I'm worried that either you roll over or you got to hold firm. You really got to dig deep and hold firm to make sure they don't score in the first 15 minutes. You just can't. I'm telling you, because they just come at you from every angle. Odegaard's left, right, everywhere, is basically on you. And the thing is, like I said, we are going to have to hold firm even to get the chance to create the opening, so where Martial or someone else Rashford can run at them. I don't see it at the moment. I really don't see it. Having watched United today, I hope, like I said, I think we're coasting, but I do think those two games are going to look a little bit like a bridge too far at the moment. We might get slapped down to reality, honestly. I haven't watched them today. Like I said, the ball just didn't run for Arsenal today. They had the energy and pressure, but it just didn't run from them. And respect to Newcastle, because Newcastle showed that they're in the big time. They can handle these pressure games. They handle themselves because they're just a big, strong, physical team. They really are a strong physical team. I noticed it today big time.
I didn't watch the match, but big up Jarvis. The thing about Eriksen, though, Jarvis, when you go to the game, he always hits the first guy. It was a brilliant free kick. I've got to give it him. And obviously, we targeted them because they're horrendous. They've conceded more goals than anybody else, Bournemouth.
Yeah, they're not good at marking at all.
And Richie was on here last night because Crystal Palace played them in the last game before us. So we asked Richie, but Eagle Eye, by the way, go and subscribe to their channel, Eagle Eye Football. Big up to Richie as well. But I'll say this, at times, I prefer Bruno's corners, actually, to Eriksen's, because Eriksen's got this thing where he just hits the first post, the near post. But big up what Tom was saying. The thing that, for me, is that Newcastle, I watched them at the United game, and United we didn't go for it. We were scared to lose that game. I wanted us to go and throw the kitchen sink. And if you go and watch that match reaction, Manchester United, Newcastle match reaction, I was fuming when I came out of that game. I was absolutely fuming. Because I thought,
they've got better since that game, though. They have got next level. They've gone to the next level since that game with us.
I predicted and said to people, they're not coming. They've arrived. I've already said that
they've arrived. Coming. Yeah, they're not coming. They've arrived. They have arrived. Yeah.
So it is what it is, people. But at the end of the day, 100%, I agree with Tom and I agree with Irfan. The levels have to go up, and I think Erik ten Hag. You both missed the quotes, but Erik ten Hag said that. He talked about how lackadaisical we were on their right, on our left-hand side. We gave away too much spaces. But yeah, let me just show you the. He admits that, and I think the players look tired tonight. Honestly, they look really tired. Rashford looked really tired.
But does that mean, though? That mean McTominay's going to get a game? Fred's going to get a longer game. Who else can we use? Yeah.
But one thing I would say about the games, Irfan, that Arsenal game and the City and the Arsenal game, Man United have to have everybody fit, because we're going to need substitution to change the game. Let's say we're beating City, we need subs to come on to close the game, so everybody has to be fit. But if you tell me now we're going to play that game without Anthony, without Donny van der Beek, and without Martial, I can't see us getting any points in both of those games. I can't.
But none of those three have been on form, Nuruddin. I know what you're saying. I know we need them, but they're not on form at the moment. We need them on form against them.
Let the people just watch this. Not even the
Don't, man.
What's going on, Nuruddin? What's going on here?
I'm just laughing my head off because I remember at times Casemiro was getting run past by the Wolves centre half.
Chill out, man.
The internet is not great, people.
You just want to run your agenda, innit?
Internet's not great, but hopefully it'll work. It'll work. But shout out Logan. Let me just refresh it and see what he's saying. Logan in the chat there. The internet's not working properly, Logan. Internet's not working properly, bro. Apologies, man. Apologies. The internet's not working properly, man. Now, Neil Ashton doesn't want to see me laughing. But big up to all of you. I'll show the clip again, honestly, when the internet's working properly. But go and check out the Straight Jacket podcast on Saeed TV. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed, people. Look, it is honestly, if Man United have got these injuries, I said it to them, and I'll ask you both, Irfan and Tom. Do you think it's a bit of ideology? Do you think Martial going down the tunnel? Obviously, for Donny van de Beek get injured. Obviously, he's not been on great form. Anthony didn't play tonight, but we didn't see any injuries against Wolves. There was no injuries. He didn't limp off the pitch. So do you think that he's playing a bit of a gamesmanship, saying, look, I need forward. I've got 3 players out now with Donny van de Beek, and that's the most genuine. It looked a swollen knee. I thought it was from a knock from me. It was from a knock, and I think Donny might be all right because he came from a knock. But if he twisted it or something, then it could be long-term. He could be out for a long time, but he was in bits. He was crying. As he was helped down the tunnel, he was crying. Oi, big up, let's everybody in the chat. We want to wish, let's sing happy birthday to Lilas here, our brother from who's living in Macedonia. Happy birthday
to you.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy
birthday, dear United. Happy birthday to you.
There you go, Lilas. One of the comedians in the chat, man. Big up. Big up. Hooray. Hooray. Big up, Lilas, man. Happy birthday, bro. Happy many returns. I hope you had a good time. It's weird, isn't it, having your birthday such close to the New Year's Eve. So do you go out and celebrate extra? But big up to you, man. You must have a day off tomorrow because you come onto the chat this late. Hit the like, people. Hit the like. So I'll ask you to this question. Do you think that's a bit of ideology on Ten Hag's side, or do you think we've got serious injuries? Martial, Anthony, and Donny.
You know, this is such an interesting question, right? Because, like Tom's talked about it so many times, you have as well. How do you, right, when you know you've got the team playing better, it's not your team, and you're realizing what they told you when you were manager in terms of funds and stuff, you realize it's all bullshit. You're realizing all the stuff that the fans told you, people on the outside who know Man United, who know the owners have told you is true, and you're thinking, shit, I'm going to have to wallow through like quicksand to try and survive here. Honestly, in my job. And then I thought, okay, let me see if I can play mind games with them. Let's see if I can play a game with them to make Richard Arnold and John Merton, all the boys who've got Avram's ear, and Joe Glazer's ear, to think, right, what kind of game I can play to try and get a desperation thing going on that we need more players. What can I do? Because that's all it can be. It can't be anything else. There's nothing else left that this guy can do, because he never gets the players he wants. We just get laughed at all the time. We saw it with Gapco. It's never ending. So how do you keep your sanity knowing that you're doing your best on the pitch with the squad that was a beaten up squad from last year with some few extra players? How do I take on? How do I keep pushing to try and get something out of this owners? And I think it's an incredibly different. This is where the mind game and the psychology of a manager's, like, his chess game and his game how to outmaneuver people person to person is going to show. It's going to show what he's got. Like Ferguson, like all managers have to have this thing where they play a psychology sort of game with the owners, right? Unless everyone's in sync, like the best clubs are. Other ones, like Ferguson, I've watched so many managers sort of play sort of mind games with the management, and then just to eke out something from nothing almost, even if they're not the best teams in the world. And I'm trying to work out, where does Ten Hag, how's he roll? Because he's not an easy person to read, is he? He's just not. And then when you say kidology, I'm like, really? This guy would actually pay kidology? But then you have to have some kind of kidology to be a manager at the top level with owners, because you're constantly on their case, because you want what they're not prepared to give you most of the time. So I'm fascinated by this question to see where it could go. Yep. What do you reckon, Tom?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty. We go back to always the same point with previous managers. They've always had a key or priority player that they've wanted every single window, and we fail to deliver on it. You have it so many times. Normally, in every single first window, they'll get at least one of their top 3, but that's at a very push. And they'll invest heavily in one of those players that they want, just to show that there was a willingness there to go and get that player. That's why we spent so much money on Anthony that late in the window, because he wanted him, but he didn't want him fully because he wanted Frankie de Jong more than him. And he didn't get Frankie de Jong, so then they left it late to get Anthony. Ajax had already made sales previously before, once obviously to us and elsewhere. They'd already made more revenues than they'd got from the Eredivisie League anyway, just from sales alone. So he was going to have to pay over the years to get Anthony if Erik ten Hag wanted him that badly. And we did. It's same with his strategy to get Casemiro. It was last minute. There was no plan to get Casemiro at any point in that window. And don't kid yourselves. If Erik ten Hag could have had it his way, you'd have Frankie de Jong sitting in midfield, not Casemiro.
Yeah.
So I don't want a lot of people to get misread by that. And same thing with Ten Hag, where you have players like Donny van de Beek, for example, who isn't in the greatest of shape, isn't in the greatest of form. You've already had to send Jadon Sancho away from the squad to try and sort himself out. That's two players there that emotionally are detached from what anybody's trying to do here and what Erik ten Hag's trying to do here. But you've got to go forwards with your ideas and your plans. And at the end of the day, we need to get investment in to the football club. We need to get some sort of stability in that attack line, because we need something. I'm sorry, we need something. And Erik ten Hag knows this. John Murtough, Richard Arnold, they were at the Wolves game. If they didn't watch that Wolves game and saw that you need a number 9, then they're blind. Honestly, you're absolutely blind. I know Richard Arnold's a rugby man. And I know that John Murtough probably probably doesn't even know how to spell the letters of any forward in the front line in Europe, because he went around that many different names and bottled so many deals that he could have done in the window, and then rushing around at the last minute to get Anthony, to get Casemiro, make it all this smoke screen, this cover up. There was no madness. I didn't hear him Murtough madness. It was all rubbish. But the problem is, you can bring somebody in. If I don't want to shout names, you can bring a striker in. Let's say you bring him in 6 months, they get an injury just like that because they adapt to the league and they realise it's that physical and that demanding. Completely lose any sort of willingness then to go forwards. You've brought a player in that you're going to have to pay his wages. You're paying another club to loan that player in. If they get injured, you're back to square one.
But
And
Tom,
what
seriously
position
though,
do we put ourselves in?
but your score out of 10, likelihood of us getting a player in the January window. Give us your honest score.
2. Honestly, I don't think we're getting anybody. I'll give it 2 because there's always a chance. But
I think 2's pretty on the money. I'd say 2 as well.
No, you're on mute, man.
You're muted, Nuruddin. You're muted.
Windy comes back here and says the only way Ten Hag will get players in January is if the players who they want to resign come out and say in the media that we need reinforcements. That's what they did. The players went. Big up Tom, by the way. Probably his battery died. The players went.
I lost that. What do you mean? I lost that one, Nuruddin. What do you mean? If the players they want to resign,
in the summer, likes of Rashford, likes of Luke Shaw and these guys, yeah. In the summer, a lot of the senior Man United players went to the board and said we need reinforcements.
Right. Okay.
They said that. They said that. They said that. They genuinely did say that. So they might have to do it again, because to me, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Forget about achieving top 4. Forget about winning a trophy. Forget about all of that. If these 3 players are injured, forget it. If they're out and we've got to play tough games, back-to-back games in the Premier League and in the Cup and the League Cup, forget it. Absolutely forget it. and then Timmy also says here, great respect to your opinion, but please bear in mind that this is still Ten Hag's. This ain't Ten Hag's squad yet. Until United hire.
Yeah, we did say Timothy. We did say that before, though. We did say that. We did say it's not his team.
Yeah. Starting mid-January, we'll see the squad mentality development. It's scary to me that we haven't kicked into 4th gear yet. And then look, Jarvis is saying injuries will come thick and fast because of the World Cup rotation will be key. And that's why I had to rotate today. That's why it's had to rotate. But it is what it is, people. Honestly, I just want to go to this. Ahmed asked this question. Would I take Giroud? I would, yeah. I would take Giroud. I already said that. I'd
definitely take him. I'd definitely take him.
He's the granddad, obviously. But I'll take him.
Take him.
I'll take him, yeah. At this moment, I'm desperate. We need somebody who can at least...
Yeah, we're desperate.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And
He
can
would,
also-
he score headers. He would score headers for us, Nuruddin. He put pressure on the centre backs like our forwards can't do. You know, I used to think this guy was a donkey, and saw him at Arsenal. I thought, wow. And then I saw him, and I've changed my opinion on him. I'd definitely take him. But look, we had Cavani, we had Ronaldo, we had Giroud. It's similar sort of age, you know. And if that's all we can get, I could take it, because we definitely need a striker up top. We really need a big striker up top. We need someone who's a big focal point. My worry is that I don't think we're going to get anything.
Yeah, man. Listen, big up James as well. But listen, guys, we've got to take it. Win is a win. If you would have said to me after Wolves, Nottingham Forest, Wolves, and Bournemouth 9 points, I would have bit your hand off. I would have bit your hand.
But Nuruddin, honestly though,
But Erkan, I'm telling you now. Listen,
there wasn't one.
I don't think you understand what I got from last season and the seasons before.
Yeah, I know you did. You got
I'm
PTSD. I'm
carrying that. So
Yeah,
if
I
you
know
would
you
have
are.
said to me 9 points in those 3 games, and we would have scored maybe 7 goals, I would have bit your hand off.
Yeah. Oh no, listen, I'm with you. I'm with you. But like I said, I'm not sure we have really got into a groove yet. We got into a results groove, but I'm not sure about a playing groove yet. I don't know if we've seen it yet. I don't know. When's the last time you think we played really well, Nuruddin?
Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs. I think we played well. Yeah, definitely. What about the Chelsea game? Do we think we played well against Chelsea?
Yeah, but we should have won that game. We let them off the hook in that first half. Second half was an even game, but the first half we played fantastic. But Spurs to me was the complete performance that I've seen in about a decade.
Wow.
Tom, just to ask you the question, one of the Ahmed asked, what's people's opinion on Giroud to United? Will you take Giroud in January for a 6-month loan?
Depends what figures we're talking, because he's going to sign a new contract at Milan. So if you do want to get him, listen, people are
it's only for 6 months. I only want that.
Listen, João Felix, you can come for 6 months. You're going to be paying upwards of 20 million loan fee.
Well,
that's including his wages. But Giroud,
that's why I'd rather get Moukoko. I'd rather get Moukoko then for 20 million.
But they haven't got any investment.
I don't even think he's on the radar. What are you talking about? No, he's not on their radar.
The thing that I look at, the thing that we need to look at, though, guys, we don't even have any money coming in. We don't even have a front shirt sponsor right now. They flew out Richard Arnold.
But Tom, where's the 17 million? Tom, where's the 17 million we're gonna save till the end of the season on Ronaldo's wages? Where's
in
that
the
gone?
archives? It's nowhere to be seen. We're never going to know where that money is.
In the dividends,
never going to know where that money is.
Yeah.
But they're draining it dry.
That's another block of land they've bought in Florida or somewhere like that.
But all you're seeing with it is you just hear the media outburst. Like, we already knew stuff was going to come out about a prime player who's had a brilliant World Cup or something like that. Like you had the kid from France who had the brilliant final got linked with us. You've had it with Giroud. They're now getting, pictures and images coming out of Avram Glazers in Qatar, and he's making a sale and all this, that, the other, because he was there after the World Cup and this, that, the other. My guy could be on holiday. He's probably got contacts in the Middle East that he goes and speaks to. It doesn't make a difference.
Arabia a couple of years ago. He was in Saudi Arabia.
This is what I mean. Like, they had the shirt sponsor deal with Saudi Arabia. Who's to say that he wasn't there to try and negotiate a sponsorship deal for the football club? But the only thing is, and just to touch anyway on the ownership thing and that, people are going on about this like it's there's going to be a deal soon. It's coming. This, that, the other. But the only thing I'm going to say with this is, if it's coming that soon, there is already an owner that has been and put the bid in. There is already somebody in place, because you can't do a deal in less than 12 weeks of over £1 billion project of a football club. Yeah. You can't do it, not legally, because you've got to pass lawyers, you've got to pass government, you've got to pass all these different things. And this all takes time, and money takes time to then translate. You've then got to identify where it comes from, the purity of it, where it actually, what is actually going to be generated. Then you get to the point of where you're going to have fans wanting to know what this owner's going to want to do. Are they going to want to use it as a business? Are they going to want to heavily invest? Are you going to have clauses in like there was in the Chelsea deal, for example? Yeah. This is the thing. You don't know. But it's all up in the air. But if
100%. Listen,
if people are saying it's going to be a quick sale, there's somebody there, isn't there?
100%. But Phil Malachi, I do trust Phil Malachi. Apparently, he said that one of the Qatari consortium is represented by David Beckham, but there's more than one bidder. And that's what he's saying.
That's what they want, though, isn't it? The Glazer family. And if I'm being honest, there will be one bidder from the Middle East. I would very much doubt that they won't be.
Yeah. Listen, big up Saeed TV. Nuruddin, what happened to you tonight? What happened tonight? Lots of crashes. Be careful on the back. Yeah, listen, I was super careful. That's why I left straight away, man. I came back, left, had a little couple of people, did a fan cam for the United stand, and then came straight here, man. So honestly, it was crazy. So big up everybody. Irfan being accused of a cat burglar by Splash the Net anyway.
Yeah, no.
Big up Splash the Net. After this, I'll be out on the roofs, mate, in the rain.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
I've kept the rascals in tonight. I'm like, no, you're not going out anywhere because it's too wet.
Yeah, you know, the thing is, Nerdy, is it me or is it just rain like constantly for 3 days? For like 3 days. It hasn't stopped. It just hasn't stopped raining at all.
Yeah, Irfan, you drive. Imagine cycling when you're out and about, mate. Getting
I know. Listen, yeah, but I noticed how slippy the roads were. Like when it gets that wet, no matter what you're doing, they are slippy everywhere.
Yeah. Listen, it is what it is. Big up to every one of you. Please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and we'll see you hopefully on Thursday for the Everton.
Preview. So wait a second. So let's just get this right. So when's the next game? Is it Friday? What time? What time? Everton.
Friday,
is it home or away? It's home, isn't it?
It's home. Yeah.
It's home. And what time?
7:30 or 8 o'clock kickoff.
Right. So
yeah.
it's like, is it on TV the match?
Yeah. It's on BBC.
Yeah, it's on BT.
So it must be
BBC. Sorry.
And then we play on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
We play.
No, that's the. Isn't that the thingy cup Carabao? Isn't it? Whatever.
Charlton, yeah. Against
Charlton.
Charlton. On a Saturday, 12:30, we play against Man City. And then a week later, we play against, on a Sunday, we play against Arsenal.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. Well, and Arsenal's at Highbury. I mean, sorry, Etihad, it's away.
Emirates, you mean?
Emirates, yeah, sorry, Emirates, yeah.
Big up, Lila says, I said a month ago, I think Arabs will be Man United owners. You will see, right? We'll see. We should see. Big up anyway. Richard Arnold will have Rashford call Depay to sign him for 6 months.
Jeez.
Most likely. But big up everybody.
Wait a second, let me ask you a question. Hang on a second. Would you take Depay or would you take Giroud? Who would you take?
Oh, I was going to say Giroud.
At this moment, Irfan, I would take you. I would take Giroud more than I'll take Depay.
Yeah, I would as well. I'd take Giroud over Depay as well.
Yeah, even though Depay.
Tom's not having any of them. Tom's doesn't say no. I don't want any of them.
But at this moment, I'll take you and Tom.
Yeah.
I'll take you and Tom at this moment in time.
Oh, come on, Nuruddin. Stop it now.
Yeah. Nah, Harry Kane will not join, and I don't want Harry Kane anyway.
No,
He's done.
He's done.
No chance. Harry Kane played. Aaron Pandey, have you watched Harry Kane? Harry Kane is a centre midfield player. He plays in
he comes so deep all the time.
Yeah, but big up Aaron Pandey, man.
Father Time's caught up with Kane.
Yeah, listen, he's not even 30 yet, is he? Is he even 30 yet?
Yeah, but Nuruddin, look at when's the last time he looked sharp to you, be honest? When's the last time he actually looked sharp?
Well, listen, I don't know. But listen, I'm not
he hasn't looked sharp for a long time.
He says here, how dare you say no to Kane? He will say no to us. Wow. Big up, man. Big up Aaron Pandey. There are certain people like Boumbaye, Aaron Pandey. They love Harry Kane, man. They absolutely love. I
loved him 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I loved him. I thought, yeah, definitely take him. But he's not the same Harry Kane anymore.
It is what it is, man. But big up to everybody. Win, lose, draw. Glazers out, bankers out. Thank you, Tom. And thank you to Irfan. So make sure you follow them at Tom Journalist 1 and then Irfan Rainey as well on Twitter and on Instagram as well. Irfan does the Instagram music and football and politics, mainly politics. He hardly ever do any football, to be fair. You hardly ever do. You just do politics.
Yeah, because when I see your tweets, Nuruddin, I'm like, okay, you're I mean, I follow about 20 people, United people on Twitter. But I don't really get any from you. You're the only one who sort of says some interesting things I might get involved in. No one that says anything interesting I want to like reply to. So that's why I stick to the politics. Like I'm usually on the NHS. It's been all about the NHS this week, about how messed up it is. That's all my tweets have been.
You don't need to tell me that, man. And hold tight, Sheila, man. I hope Sheila makes a good recovery. The neighbor who means a lot to me, my friend and neighbor. Well, please pray for her, people. Please pray for her.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, lovely Sheila, Everton fan, lovely woman she is. She's lovely.
Yeah,
She is.
yeah. Beautiful human being. And Nurin Casemiro agenda. No Casemiro agenda, man. Listen, I gave a nuance kind of take when we signed him. I said Real Madrid do not let players who still have it. He still got it, but positionally has got it. Pace-wise, no way. And
Well, what it
why-
is,
listen,
yeah, but Nuruddin, that you say that is interesting though. But while his game awareness and his positional sense
it's amazing.
is so good, right? That even though the fact he hasn't got the engine anymore, that gives him a second over most players. Because I always watch him; he's always in the right place. He's always in the right place.
But Irfan, they were targeting because he hasn't got that pace. People glide past him. Peace, Bristol Bankers, Glazers out. No peace, man. Well, the peace, Bristol Bankers and Glazers out, definitely.
Yeah.
But no peace to them. I never want any peace for them, man. I need them to get out of my football club. They can have their peace somewhere else. Casemiro, Kane.
Equals Keenan Carrick. No.
Brilliant. Listen, brilliant. Listen,
It's
we lose
interesting
the
one,
draw. Glazers out, Bankers out. But I'll do a video if you guys want me. I'll do a proper video analysis on Casemiro and what I mean and what I want to talk about. Because I'll have to break the rules and get clips and show you the clips what I mean.
And Nuruddin, he's saving our season at the moment. He's saving it.
100%.
Yes.
Exactly why Fred should play with Casemiro against City and Arsenal. Yeah, 100%. Skill wise, bro, not a player. Yeah. Skill wise, not the player. Yeah, 100%. But guys, please take care of yourselves. Take it easy.
Yeah.
January blues and all that. Take it easy, people. And get back in the gym. Work off all that Christmas turkey and everything else. And we see you on Thursday for the. I really want a FA Cup run. I hope that he puts a strong team out. I really hope that he puts a proper strong team out.
Even though you haven't got a squad big enough for an FA Cup run, though.
Yeah, I want to beat Everton at home. They've just got whacked tonight, so I want to beat them at home. Peace, love, and light, people. Take care. Glazers out, Bankers out always.
Take care, people.
Take care.